If we have structured data like the one that you see on the screen, which I have downloaded from our class web page, if we go to the opendoors.pk, then courses, computer applications, and in the courses, if you go to lectures, then you can download this file. It should be lecture 20 pivot tables, and this is the file that we can download. Okay, in this file we have data organized in different columns. We have year, month, then store, group of products, the product name, number of units sold, and the revenue that we have generated. So let's say we want to create a report that how much we sold in each store. So we have possibly 4 stores. One is south, east, west, and north. And we want to know the average revenue that we have earned in each store. So we can do this using filtering, but pivot table make it convenient to create such a report. To create a pivot table, we need to click inside the data. So if my active cell is outside the data, the pivot table will not work. I would rather click inside this specific data set and then go to the insert menu, and the first option in the insert is pivot table. I'll click on that, and it brings up a dialog box which says select range. So already the range selected, I think it's okay, I will not change it. And it will create the table a new worksheet, so I will not change that. Let's go with the new worksheet, and I'll click OK. So actually I have changed nothing in this dialog box. I just click on the pivot table, and whatever are the default options, I'm not going to change those. So I'm clicking OK. It brings up this empty report structure. Now in each table we have 3 specific elements. One is the top of the columns, one is the left of the table, that are rows, and the third one is the values of the table. So you should always ask yourself, what are the numeric values that we want to put into the report? In this case, the numeric values are revenues. So we want to put revenues into the report. I am clicking on revenue, and I'll drag those to the values field. So I have clicked on the revenues and drag those to the revenue field. The report that we wanted to create was for each store. So the store variable should go to the either columns or rows. So it is up to you whether you want to show the store by columns or by rows. So let me show both of these. So if I put this on rows, the store variable will be shown on the row of the table. So you see we have east, north, south, and west, and these are the total revenues that each store has so far generated. Instead, if you wanted to have the store names in columns, so I would have dropped store into the column field. Now you see that instead of rows, we have the column field. So it's a good idea to ask yourself, how the report will look better. I think if you have lots of categories of the uh, given variable, it's better that you put them into stores. So now I think this way the report looks much better compared to the previous one. So let's create one more report, and I'll type the exact requirement of the report. So I'll call it example number 2. So we want to make a report for revenues for each store in each month. We have to identify the key elements of this specific report. So the first element is we have to report sales. This is the first item that we have to include in the report. The second item that has to be included into the report are stores. The store information should be included in the report. The third element is that we have to include our months. So these are the 3 dimensions that we need to include into our report. Now, concerning the third one was months. Okay, so 2 of these will make the row, and the third one will go to the values. So which one should go to the value? It should be sales, and we have options to put store into rows and months into columns or otherwise, but here is the guiding principle: which one should go to the row of the table and which one should go to the column of the table. Guiding principle is that ask yourself which of these 2 have more categories. The one with more categories, items with more categories, should go to rows, and this way the report usually looks nice. With more categories, items with more categories should go to rows. Now, out of the 2, we already know that stores have 4 categories, which are south, north, west, and east. And months have, I think they have 12 categories. So out of these 2, the one that has more category is months. So we will put months into the rows. So again, click inside the data and insert pivot table, and it'll create a new report. Okay, and let's put revenues into the values field, month into the row field, and store into the column field. So now our report is ready. How do we read this report? In the month of January, in the last 3 years, we have a total sales of 400,619 for East store, and in the north store we had 324, and similarly for the south and west. So we have the report sorted out by months and by stores. Okay, we can also include a graph for all these reports that we have created. So once I click inside the report, it creates two menus at the top of the screen. One is pivot table analyze and second one is design. So you can create your design here, whatever design you would like to have, and you can create row headers or no row headers, banded rows, etc., whatever format would you like for the table. Okay, and in the pivot table analyze, we have also several options. For example, pivot chart. If I click on the pivot chart, it will bring up the chart menu. So if I click OK, now I have pivot chart that shows the sales by months and shows the sales by different stores. And if you would like to select just one store, let's say we want to have just East, and now we have the reports in each month, and we can clearly see that in the month of March and the month of September, sales are usually higher in this store. And similarly, if you want to show all stores but you just want to see what happens in the month of March in all stores, so I'm filtering just March from here, and now you can see that in the month of March, the highest revenues are created by the South store, followed by the East store. So you can easily create a filter for your table and for your chart. Okay, one final thing that we can make for the report is to have a filter. So let me write the question quickly and then we can develop the report. So we need to make a report to show sales by groups and product with the filter of months. Okay, so the group variable, this one, and the product variable, one of these will make a row of the table and one of them will make a column of the table, but we need to have months as a filtering variable, and the value column should be created from the revenues. So let's create another report. Click inside the data, go to insert, pivot table, we go with the default options, and revenue should go to the values field. Then we have products. I don't know whether products have, yes, I think products have more categories, so they should go to rows, and store has only 4 categories, so they should go to column. And now let's also create a filter of months. So I'm taking the filter variable to the filter. So what filter does is create a filter at the top, and thereby we can choose whether the report should be created for all variables or just for a specific one. So let's say we want to see the report in the month of January. So I click on January and then OK. So this is how the report looks like. These are the sales for each product in each store, but just for the month of January. And I can also create select multiple items. So let's say we want to see the report January and December. So these are the total sales of the 2 months, and by default the values are sum or total of all the sales. We can change that. If you want to see the average instead of totals, we can go to the here sum of revenues. Instead of selecting sum of revenues, we can go to the value field settings, and from there we can select average. So now this is the average revenue in the selected items. So right now we have selected 2 items, so means these are the average revenue of December and January. Let's say we want to find the average revenue for all months, so we'll select all of them, and now these are the averages. So this is how we create report. I'll give you some other exercises, some other example that I would like you to solve it. So until then,